What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Orbea Rise Media Camp. Well, because of COVID-19, I can't really say it's a media camp. It's more like a small private gathering. Orbea broke it up into a couple of different small groups. So right now, they're downstairs getting some bike style. Say what's up, dude. You done bleeding brakes?
Hey, what's up? Done bleeding brakes.
Hey, did you disinfect the grips? That reminds me.
I did.
Oh, that's
well,
great.
last night, not this morning. I wiped them all last night.
So here we are getting ready for our first ride on these new Orbea Rise. Dude, bitchin' 140, 150 fronts. You pumped?
Pumped.
Pumped. It's gonna be a good day.
Super
Good day to go
pumped.
ride in Idaho. Stay tuned, we're gonna hit some trails next. Okay, so what are we looking at?
We are looking at desert, sagebrush, there's some cars, but what we really want to look at is...
And where are we gonna take these?
So there's some pine trees where most people would say that's too far to ride, but we're on.
You're a good salesman, you're a natural.
And we're gonna probably boost it up this road because it's illegal. And then we're gonna hit a moto trail that's way up there where it's also illegal. And we're just gonna have a really good time on these. And then profile 2 and boost means I get more boost. It just ramps up quicker. So, you know that typical e-bike feel, you get the kind of the jolt when you start?
Yeah.
It kind of gives you more of that.
Okay.
Where profile 1 is that more smooth up till you get to the max of boost. This just gets there quicker.
And you're in profile 2.
I'm in profile 2.
And we're in profile 1.
Yeah, because
He needs all the help he
All
can
the
get
help.
to try to keep up.
Actually, my motor's off right now.
Oh, I see. What a dick, huh?
What an asshole.
All right, so we're working our way up this climb here in the foothills of Boise, and gotta say, I'm a little out of breath, but quite impressed with the power and the ease of use and application of power out of this drive unit. Only 60 or 65 newton meters of torque. It's less than a full-blown e-bike, however, significantly more than the Levo SL, which is in a way what this bike is sort of battling. It's more affordable than the Levo SL. It's got a longer range than the Levo SL, more power. I gotta say, those are pretty big selling factors in my opinion in terms of who this bike's ideally for. Now, obviously we've yet to ride a ton of descents. So far we're just climbing, but you know, talking points and selling factors, value, the ability to get a little bit more range and more power out of this motor in a 35.5 pound e-bike is really awesome. So looking forward to our first descent and seeing how this thing does when we start pointing downhill.
Got water, beer, Gatorade.
Sweating. Made us work. This guy just freaking drove up here and then tempts us with these really healthy snacks. You're gluten-free, aren't you?
No, I'm
Healthy road guy.
Where's my...
Damn, steep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke. And it definitely has more power than the Levo SL. I can feel it there. God. Oh, wow.
Woo! If that doesn't tell you what the suspension can do, I don't know what will.
Wow. Well, we've just completed a couple hours riding here on the new Orbea Rise. It was a lot of fun here in the foothills of Boise. We spent a lot of time, as you could see, riding on some moto trails because those were legal for e-bikes currently. It was really windy, so we were kind of battling, you know, wanting to pick up and gap a lot of the whoops just because there's such a crosswind on that ridge. But we had a blast. Nonetheless, it was a lot of fun to ride this bike. You know, at just over 35 pounds, it rode a lot more like a mountain bike than it did an e-bike. And it's set up pretty stock right now. I've got the 150 mil 36 up front with the 140 rear travel in the back. I felt it was a little bit too linear for some of the bigger compressions and my riding style. You know, at 165, 170-ish pounds, I was just kind of blowing through the travel on bigger compressions if I was kind of jumping into, you know, chundry, rocky sections. So I think another volume reducer or two in the shock and one in the fork will definitely help aggressive and or heavier riders get the most out of this bike. That being said, it didn't really hold us back. I just could feel that I was, you know, reaching the end of the travel more than I would like if I had time to really set the bike up for myself. You know, the average public, I would say it's a pretty solid suspension tune. Because once you get into some of the looser, rockier trails, it's not too stiff. It doesn't bounce you offline. It's not hard to keep traction. So there's obviously a battle, right? If they've got too stiff of a tune, you're going to be skittish and loose, not getting into the travel to keep those tires tracked on the ground. And I think the Orbea did a good job in kind of blending that and getting a good, solid all-around tune for, you know, kind of that general riding consumer public. And really excited to get this thing home and spend some more time tuning and getting it on our trails to see how it does, you know, in some steeper, you know, more tacky dirt, some roots and drops, jumps, and all that kind of terrain. So climbing, I talked about that briefly while I had the GoPro out on the way up. Man, it's more power than the Levo SL. I know probably most of the people watching this are like, that's the comparison bike. It's only one ride. I don't have it tuned, but this thing is sick. You know, based off like this one ride, if I had to pick between the Levo SL and this, I would probably pick this, just because I think the 36 is a better spec. I like the XT brakes way better than the SRAM G2s. I like the fact that it's got more power out of the motor. I got more torque. I have 2 easily accessible settings or profiles, so I can get a little bit more of a range or a little bit more of a powerful assist depending on my rides. The efficiency is better. The range is better. It's lighter. I don't know. It's a really solid bike. Again, it's not the best bike I've ever ridden, but it is really fun bike, and really capable. Power, the assistance, the EP8 is quiet. Yeah, it's a really solid bike. So stay tuned. Definitely going to be getting more time on one of these things here in the near future. Looking forward to getting some tuning in and putting it into the paces on our home trails. A little beefier tire spec and some suspension tuning. This thing should be a real winner. So props to Orbea. Thank you for inviting us out here to Boise to go riding. We had a blast. Thank you guys for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you on the next one.